So today's video is going to be an unboxing of a special package that I got in the mail, which is Secret Project number 1. So quick summary of what this is. Brandon Sanderson launched a Kickstarter for 4 books he wrote in secret. And if you sign up for the Kickstarter, you can actually get these completely blind. So you don't actually know anything about them going in. I plan to open each of them completely blind. However, the first one did have a huge shipping delay. And so I ended up getting the audiobook quite a while before my package arrived, and I did listen to that. But I haven't looked up any information as far as what the hardback looks like, what it comes with, what the internals look like. So I'm going completely blind as far as unboxing this, but in the future, I'll be going completely blind on the overall book. And the reason I wanted to bring my wife along is she's not a huge fantasy fan, but she has been really enjoying this book. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to get your opinion and share it with my subscribers here. So what have you thought so far of Tress of the Emerald Sea?
I have really loved it. I don't remember how far into it we are so far.
We're a little over halfway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. I love listening to Michael Kramer. I was introduced to him as an audio narrator through Way of Kings and Mistborn, which I've also listened to bits of with you. Yeah. That guy is just so good. So that's been really enjoyable. And then I just think it's such a cool concept that he came up with. This whole sea made out of spores is so creative. I love it. And I think, what was the other thing I was going to say about it? I've enjoyed the way he plays with words a little bit more in this book than I remember him doing in other books. Like there's one line where he's introducing a really handsome character and he says, he has a jaw so straight it makes straight men question if they are. And it's just like, I haven't heard him do that kind of stuff before. So it's just cute that he's playing around with like, you know,
the narrator aspect. Yeah, so there's actually a narrator in this one who's this guy that travels between different worlds. And so the whole story is told from this narrator's point of view. So you kind of get a little bit of that fun, quirky commentary on top of the story, which I haven't experienced in any of his books, but I haven't read everything he's put out. But as far as the Cosmere stuff I have read, this feels very unique. And it is a really fun story. It's a very cool adventure that has a very interesting world, and he's done a great job with like the spores and how the sand works. He had that cool video on YouTube we watched.
Yeah,
we went on that rabbit hole.
Liquefaction or liquefaction of sand.
One or the other.
A really neat concept.
Yeah, it was cool that he took that and then actually shared it with everybody. I thought that video was like really interesting, and it's cool that each of the different spores activate off of water, which is a catalyst. So quick rundown, and then we'll dive right into this unboxing, is that each different sea, since this is Tress of the Emerald Sea, each different sea is actually like a spore sea, like almost like sand. And each of these different spores or sand activate with different unique powers and properties when water touches them. So it's a really, really cool story. Any other final thoughts on Tress of the Emerald Sea so far?
I think it's neat that it kicked off with a plot driver about romance, that she's kind of pursuing, saving a man she loves. I'm really curious to find out if that actually comes around in the end and it's actually a love story in any way, or if that was just an initial plot driver. We'll see. Okay,
non-fantasy reading wife's opinion of the initial half of Tress of the Emerald Sea. Let's dive into this unboxing. All right, so I did have to make a little cut there because we only get one chance to unbox this bad boy, and then it is all over. I'm sure the collectors out there are screaming that I'm gonna have to straight up just slice this thing open, but it is what it is. It's pretty cool though. I mean, the fact that he's got this box with all these cool decked out pieces, the dragon steel, and then the actual sticker, you can kind of see there's like this actual sticker here. So yeah, she's making sure that you can see it.
You can see it.
Can you see it okay?
Yeah, just make sure you hold it up high for the people.
You were able to see it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You want to hold it open and we'll just dive into this guy here? Oh, wow, okay, here we go. So it has a story doesn't live until someone, wait, what? Oh my gosh, here we go. The story doesn't live until it is imagined in someone's mind, Wit. And Wit is actually the narrator. He's also known as Hoyd. Wow, so we get a pin, which this is Vin from Mistborn.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's Mistborn Vin. Oh, wow, that's really cool. Yeah, so I don't know if we're gonna do our best here. Like I said, this is sort of a one-take moment here. And then it's got a whole spoiler warning thing from Dragonsteel, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to let you sort of give a quick summary of that while I get some of this other stuff out here. Wow.
Do you want me reading this?
Yeah, I want you to share with them some of the stuff. You don't have to read all of it, but
Okay.
you know, what is some of the stuff? We're doing an unboxing for the people. The people need the unboxing.
So you get a Tress sparkly bookmark, a Tress sticker, a Cosmere character pin, and then it says you also get an epic bookmark.
Yeah, this is the Tress bookmark. You want to go around the camera and you can make sure that people can kind of see what's going on with these guys here. Can you see it all right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, cool. And then this is the sticker here. Like I said, we're winging it, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll have to do some B-roll.
Why don't you hold it up so people can see the box?
I know. I'm working on it. So yeah, so this is Hoyd here. So Hoyd, or Wit, he's what's called a world hopper, and so it actually has all the different constellations of the places that he's been, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Roshar, that's from Way of Kings. Yeah, wow, he's got a bunch of them. That's really cool. Love that. And then the actual book itself.
Whoa!
There we go. There we go. And yeah, all right, let's set this guy down.
I got it.
Oh, you want to open it now? You want to read the back of it for the people?
In the middle of the ocean, there was a girl who lived upon a rock. This was not an ocean like the one you have imagined, nor was the rock like the one you have imagined. The girl, however, might be as you imagined, assuming you imagined her as thoughtful, soft-spoken, and overly fond of collecting cups.
That's fun. That's like the first paragraph in the book. So yeah, there's no dust jacket, which I actually prefer. But the whole thing is embossed. So all of these little pieces are embossed there. And I'll probably do a bunch of B-roll too to kind of show what this looks like. But yeah, it's all embossed because I'm sure this plastic is shining like crazy here. All right, here we go. Yeah, it feels like a leather bound. I don't know if they used a different type of material. I haven't researched it because I was trying to avoid having the physical look of it being spoiled.
Are you gonna sniff it when you open it?
I'll let you do that.
Okay.
But yeah, so hopefully you can kind of see it. I'm gonna try and hold it close. You want to go see if the people can?
They can see. I know where you hold it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna trust her opinion here, even though you're not a fantasy reader. I'm gonna trust your opinion. And then the insides. So yeah, all of the insides have special stuff. So yeah, there's Huck, some of her cups. And that's cool. They have it different on the front and back. Wow. And then all of the internal text, the fact that it's actually in color versus black and white is super cool. Wow, this is really robust. You can tell they put a lot of effort into this version of this book. Maybe see if it'll hold it up a little better for people. Yep, there's the dedication for his wife. This was written in secret just for his wife, and then she told him he had to publish it and share it.
I think that's one other thing I also really like about that is, I mean, that's just like a really cool, sweet thing to write a whole book just for your wife.
Yeah. I'm glad he released it though, because this book, this story is really good. And there is Tress there. The artwork is awesome. Part 1. So yeah, they've really done a good job with all of the different artwork, the chapter headers. So this is what the chapter headers look like. Wow. Yeah, the font looks pretty similar to like Way of Kings. And then it looks like there are, let's find a couple. Interesting. So some of the illustrations have the glossy tone, like in the first one, the first cover there. And then some of them are in a like standard paper tone.
Matte.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So you've got like the matte finish and the glossy finish. Thanks for the correction. And then you get the double page spread here, and this is cool. So you're actually going from the Emerald Sea to the Crimson Sea, and there's some pretty big risks when they transfer from one to the other. But yeah, this is really impressive. All of the different artwork. I haven't finished it, so I don't want to spoil all the other artwork because I haven't gotten that far. But I think having unboxed this is really cool. I mean, even after having the actual storyline spoiled in a sense because I started the audiobook, this is a really impressive version. You want to take a look at it?
I just want to feel it because the embossing is really cool.
Yeah,
it's really pretty.
It feels good to know that if you did jump into the Kickstarter, that you're getting an edition that feels very special versus some of the standard. Like they just released the actual cover version from his publisher, and it's nothing compared to this. I mean, it's a cool cover, don't get me wrong, it looks cool, but this version with the embossing, with the flowers, with everything there that you see on the spine, and then here's the back, being able to have all those pieces, it's really cool. And I actually didn't think they were going to give us these because I know there was a tier that included like extra little gift boxes, but I'm not big on like the little trinket subscription boxes. But it's cool that even still you got some additional, you know, cool little content. I can throw that on a backpack or something and then show you the sticker again. So yeah, this has been really exciting. I can't wait for the next one because then I can hopefully go in completely blind. So any other Tress of the Emerald Sea thoughts to wrap it up, or any other thoughts on the book? I'm happy to prime your imagination by holding it there.
No, I'm just really excited to see where the story goes.
Do you have any predictions that you feel might happen as far as Tress maybe not reaching her goal or not having the same love story that is sort of alluded to in the beginning?
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like that would be a good plot, is to have someone's character arc or journey become like so much greater than they thought possible. So I hope that something like that happens.
Do you feel that there will be a plot twist, or do you feel it'll kind of continue on its existing arc?
Oh, that's a
like
good
a
question.
Fairy tale. That's where I'm alluding to. Is do you think it'll kind of go the fairy tale route, or do you think there'll be like a twist? Because his books are notorious for having that, but it is meant for his wife, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't know that his books were notorious for that. So I didn't even consider that. I was thinking it would just be on a fairy tale arc because it's just a little romance gift for his wife, but I have no idea.
Okay. I'm gonna assume the same. I think that it'll go on the fairy tale arc. If there is an actual plot twist, I will be surprised because I feel that the tone of the story is meant more to immerse you in this world and give you this like big road story, which is really cool. And I guess as far as being able to kind of review the first half of it, that's what it really feels like to me. It feels like a big road story. It's got the fairy tale elements, but it doesn't feel like it's like talking down on reading level or like you're reading something that's for like, you know, an 8th grader. Like this feels like a book that, you know, just about anyone could read. The reading level is not toned down, which is great because I think his prose in this have been some of his best ever. Even compared to Way of Kings, I think the way he layers things, there's more brevity. And for a fantasy book, that's important because, I mean, obviously we know with fantasy books, they can get pretty massive and pretty long. I think the Way of Kings ones are in like the 1,000 pages. Mm-hmm. So that's, you know, that's what she's into. She's really into the epic fantasy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, my favorite part has just been, like I said, like some of the fun wordplay, which I imagine is probably something that his wife finds funny, which is why he put that in there for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, there's some just really clever little nuggets in there.
Yeah. I wonder, I wish there was a betting line on the over-under of how many inside jokes he put in there for her.
Oh, yeah. I bet it's loaded.
Because there's a moment where, and again, I feel it's fine to kind of share this stuff because the book's been out for a while, but there's a point where they call all the crewmen Dougs. Like they talk about the name Doug and they use that as like a general term for all of the crew people. And I'm like, that has to be an inside joke. And there's like this whole elaborate explanation around Doug and what it means and for this world and why Hoyd, the like world hopper guy who's the narrator, why he is using that, you know, as his nomenclature, so to speak, for the crew, which is cool. So yeah, there's got to be so many little hidden things, and I hope over time he does interviews and shares a lot of that stuff. And again, he may already have. I just didn't dive into it because I didn't want to get spoiled before I opened it because I already got the story spoiled, and it's been amazing. I'm glad I'm listening to the audiobook, but I really wanted to be able to, you know, dive in blind to this version. So
yeah, it's been fun to get to watch you do it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on my meager channel here. I appreciate you joining us for the Tress of the Emerald Sea unboxing with non-fantasy reading wife in tow. So we'll see you guys at the next shelf recommendation episode, and maybe if I ever read Pillars of the Earth, you'll have to come on for that one, because
It's my favorite book.
Yeah, maybe we'll have you do a Pillars of the Earth recommendation. We'll bring you on, guest appearance. So, all right, see you guys.